My parents called me selfish for not giving my house to my brother for free. When I was 22, I started working 2 jobs and lived on instant noodles for 4 years to save for a down payment on a small fixer-upper house. I spent every weekend for 3 years sanding floors, painting walls, and fixing pipes. I turned that dump into a beautiful home that is now worth double what I paid for it. My brother, Kyle, on the other hand, spent his 20s finding himself, which basically meant playing video games in my parents' basement and blowing his part-time paycheck on car parts. Last month, Kyle announced that his girlfriend is pregnant. Instead of getting a full-time job, my parents called a family meeting. My dad looked me in the eye and said, "Since you're single and successful, we think it's only fair that you sign your house over to Kyle. He needs a yard for the baby, and you can just move back into your old bedroom here or rent a small studio." I thought they were joking. They weren't. My mom added, "Family helps family, honey. Don't be greedy. You already have a good career. Kyle has nothing." I told them absolutely not. I worked for every brick of that house. The next day, I found out my mom had shared my spare key with Kyle, and he had already started moving his boxes into my garage while I was at work. He told me, "Mom said it's basically ours now, so just get your stuff out by Sunday." That was the moment I stopped being the nice daughter. I didn't argue, I didn't scream. I went straight to a real estate investor I knew who buys houses for cash, no questions asked. I sold the house that same afternoon for a slightly lower price just to close the deal instantly. I hired a professional moving crew the next morning, packed every single thing I owned, and changed the locks. When Kyle showed up with his pregnant girlfriend and my parents to take over, they were met by a massive sold sign and a very confused new owner who was an ex-Marine. My phone has been a war zone of "how could you" and "you're dead to us" messages. My parents are furious because now Kyle has nowhere to go, and they're stuck with him and a crying baby in their basement. I took my cash, moved to a city 3 states away, and bought a beautiful condo by the beach. They wanted me to be generous with my hard work, so I was generous to myself instead. I've blocked them all, and for the first time in my life, I don't feel guilty.